I'll be sharing at the end my Sacral Chakra Challenge. I mentioned the reproductive system, but so many of us have fibroids, cysts, and so on, and is related to this chakra, right? It has to do with behavior patterns, thought patterns, inhibitions, beliefs, and the chakra sort of governs all of that. It's like our programming that we came in with, and also through childhood. All the good, all the bad that we've experienced, that sort of energetic signature is stored in Svadhisthana chakra, relating to that area of the body around the womb space. Hey, namaste, beautiful goddesses. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Viv here, coach and mentor to women like yourself, high vibe women who care about spirituality, wellness, manifestation, all good things. So I am so glad you're here, beautiful one. I'm going to share with you some signs that the sacral chakra might be imbalanced. And I'm going to use the word imbalance because that is actually what's more important. Some people might say, well, it's weak, but a chakra can also be underpowered or overpowered. Like it can be blocked and have a lot of almost like our fixation there, or it can be sort of weak and underpowered. The practices are to bring you back to a more balanced state. Balance is what you want. So some signs to think about. Issues with receiving. And this can also be money. As I've shared before, I really think the sacral chakra for women has more to do with money than even the root chakra. The ability to be receptive. So whether that's money or compliments or just anything positive. So then that ties into the quality of nurturance. Do we have trouble either self-nurturing, like taking care of ourselves, and do we have trouble nurturing others, right? Because this chakra most ties into the divine feminine, though the divine feminine encompasses all the chakras. So it's like the feminine can receive, but then also gives nourishment, gives care. That ties into the next one. So the emotions can either be repressed, so sort of a lack of emotional expression. And of course, the chakras, there are multiple levels to them and they all relate to other chakras. It's not just one chakra for everything. So repressed emotions, but that might also show up in the throat in terms of expression, right? Or being very emotional, very sort of, always having drama. That's very much a second chakra imbalance, this need for drama. It's just more the volatility of it. Different emotions relate to different chakras, but the sort of volatility of the emotions, that they're either like just excessive or they're underactive. Kidney or bladder issues, urinary, kidney, and bladder issues are related to the sacral chakra. The sacral chakra governs water and fluids in the body, and so you'll find that there can be issues with the kidneys, with the bladder. And again, they all sort of intertwine and interweave. Often there'll be more than one. So they could be sexual issues. So like lack of orgasm, right? That's one direction of an imbalance with the sacral chakra. But on the other hand, could be could be like a sex addict. So addicted to sex. Addiction has a strong connection with the second chakra. I've said that before. But overall, addictiveness as a quality has to do with that second chakra because it's about desires like sort of running us instead of having any control over them. Reproductive issues. So the second chakra is right in the womb area below the belly button, but above the base chakra, which is at the bottom of the body. So reproductive issues, endometriosis, fibroids, polycystic, any sort of reproductive issue is related to that whole energetic system. The chakras are our energetic system, and so there's an imbalance at that level which precedes the physical symptoms, okay? And again, this is not in Western medicine. This is from the chakra system, primarily coming through ancient wisdom traditions. And so this is not, this wasn't even commonly known and shared out in the culture because the chakra system and working with it, you know, is very powerful, is really meant to be worked with as one sort of evolves, especially if you're really, really diving into it. But on the day-to-day level, if the chakras are balanced, we will function fine in our day-to-day. So if there's reproductive issues, then that's an issue with that second chakra. And you could see how that could also definitely link with the sexual issues, because the sacral chakra is about flow, again, relating it to water metaphorically and to that movement and flow. And so if you're someone who it tends to be very rigid, or you might not say rigid, you like to, you know, have things be controlled, things be planned, things follow a set pattern, you know, that can be an imbalance. And of course, there's a matter of degrees, right? There are people who are like really, really rigid, you know, maybe even getting into OCD rigid, versus some who are like, oh, you know, I like some planning. So it's a matter of degrees. Another symptom, which is, and a really important one, is lack of play, lack of joy, lack of pleasure, because the second chakra is very much sweetness. It's about pleasure. And as I said, so that can be excess, right? And that can be underactive. So if you're someone who doesn't really allow yourself to have pleasure, to relax, to just chill out, to literally be like a child, you know, at times, and blocked creativity, feeling that you're not creative, not expressing creativity, can relate to this chakra as well as to the throat. There's definitely connection with the creativity with the sacral, but also with the throat. The chakras are constantly shifting and changing. Events that happen to us, especially events that are strongly emotional or have a big impact, that affects our energy body, that affects our energetic system. And so what I want to share with you is I will be doing a sacral chakra challenge. Week long, either 6 or 7 days, I haven't quite decided yet. But what it will be is we will have different practices to do. They'll also be part of my Facebook group. So, you know, it'll include things like yoga, different meditations, crystals, just different practices, one for each day that have to do with Svadhisthana. Now, it will include the yoga will be the videos that I have on the channel. So if you like those will be part of the challenge. But it'll be also just getting yourself every day to do something supportive and wonderful for the sacral chakra. But each thing will be relatively simple. I'm not going to do anything that would take more than 20 minutes or a half hour to do each day, okay? So I think it'll be great fun. You'll start to move that sacral chakra energy. If you want to just kickstart your healing, have fun. It'll also be with a group of women. I don't know whether it'll be 3, 5, 20, 25, 30. I don't know, but I will be leading it. Included in this is a peek inside my chakra course, Chakras for Challenging Times. And you will get to actually look at the sacral chakra lesson, okay, which is really in depth. So you'll get a peek inside that as part of the challenge. Okay, so who is this chakra challenge for? It is not for you if you're just looking just to sign up and not show up and not do anything. It is for women who are serious about their emotional healing, about their well-being, spiritual high vibe women who want to learn more and really start to dive deeper. All the links and information that you need will be below. I look forward to joining you, Goddess, and getting to know you better and guiding you in some practices. And so watch this video next. If you're interested in ways to work with the sacral chakra, I have a whole playlist and that will pop up here or here. Namaste. Stay blissed and blessed.